You say you want freedom. Freedom from the system, from the roles forced on you. From expectations that aren't yours. You want to wake up in the morning without that heavy weight on your chest. Without feeling like you're living someone else's life. You want to breathe, finally. But there's a problem. It's not the government. Not the cameras. Not authority. It's this: you fear choice. We live in a world where everything is chosen for you. You go to school because it's the way. You go to college because it's right. You get a job you hate to buy things you don't need. To impress people who don't care. And all of this is called freedom. You're free to choose Coke or Pepsi. iPhone or Samsung. Left or right on a road that leads nowhere. But the moment someone says, now it's up to you. No one's in control anymore. That's when you freeze. Real freedom is not a dream. It's something far more terrifying. Freedom is an empty room. No signs. No directions. Just you. Now it's up to you who to be, how to live, what to feel. And in that moment, something dark rises: fear. Because if there's no script, there's no one else to blame. If you fall, it's on you. If you waste years chasing meaning and find nothing, it's your decision. You're not used to that. The system doesn't just limit you, it protects you. It gives you a job, a role, a story to live in. It says, here's the path. Follow it. And you obey not because you're weak, but because the silence is too loud. The darkness too deep. The unknown too unbearable. It's easier to be unfree than to stand alone in the vast, terrifying space of possibility. You wake up and you see the lie. You realize the world is a mask. But then what? You break the chains. And then you're left in the void. Because beyond the cage, there's no map. That's where true awakening begins. Not when you expose the system, but when you accept the burden of choosing, of making mistakes, of being free even when it hurts, even when it makes no sense. You begin to build yourself from scratch. No title. No expectations. No masks. Just you. Choosing not by habit. Not by rules. But by something deeper. Something real. Don't expect it to be easy. This is a journey into the unknown. You lose your anchors. Old friends don't understand. Family thinks something's wrong. You start saying strange things. You start seeing lies where there used to be order. You stop playing the game. And it scares people. Because you stepped off the stage. And they are still acting. But in this moment, you become yourself. No longer a product. No longer a tool. No longer a piece in someone else's machine. You are awareness. You are presence. You are a being who can feel, create, and choose. Yes, you'll fail. You'll fall. You'll panic. But you will be living your life. Not someone else's idea of one. True freedom isn't running away. It's standing tall in the chaos and saying, I'm here. I'm alive. And I choose. Not because it's safe. Not because it's easy. But because it's mine. Do you fear freedom? Admit it. Accept it. And then move forward. With trembling hands. Uncertain steps. A burning chest. And open eyes. Awakening isn't an answer. It's a question you ask every day. And there is no correct response. Only the one that feels honest. You will change. You will lose your old self. You will look at the world with new eyes. And maybe one day, you'll look in the mirror and not recognize who you've become. But you'll feel something different. For the first time in a long time, you'll feel alive. You won't need the system's approval. You won't need their applause. You'll just need truth. It won't be loud. It won't be glamorous. But it will be yours. Every breath, every step, every word. It will come from the real you. And that's what freedom is. Not a destination, but a constant act of courage. A quiet rebellion. Every moment you refuse to be a product. Every moment you choose your path. Even if you're alone. Even if it hurts. Because in that choice, in that raw honesty, you become more than free. You become real.